Do subscribe to Ekeeda channel and press bell icon to get updates about latest engineering, HSC and IIT JEE main and advanced videos.
Hello students, let us solve the next question. Question number 28 of JEE Mains Physics paper 2016. So let us start with that. Students, let us solve the remaining three questions 28, 29, 30. This is the question number 28. It says in an experiment for determination of refractive index of glass. In an experiment for determination of refractive index of glass of a prism. So there is a prism. Now this is how ray goes to the prism. We have a plot of graph of I delta plot. It was found that a ray incident at an angle of 35, that means the incident ray, this is the incident ray, this is the normal to this face of the prism, and this is also normal, and this is the emergent ray, this is the refracted ray. This ray, incident ray with the normal makes an angle of it says 35 degree. So I write I equals to 35 degree. And suppose a deviation. Now it is a deviation, this is not a minimum deviation, it is a deviation. Deviation will be something like that. So this angle is called delta, and that is 40 degree. Now and emerges at an angle of, this one is emergent angle E, which is given as 79 degree. This is 79 degree. In that case, which of the following is closest to the maximum possible value of refractive index? Maximum possible value of refractive index. The maximum possible value of refractive index can be found using we have to solve this with a formula like we know that there is a relationship between I, E, this angle is A, and this delta. All these four parameters, quantities have their relations. I plus E is A plus delta. This is the relation that we have for a prism. And also this is one relation. Another relation we have is A, or angle of the prism, is R1 plus R2. This one is called R1, which is normal at the ray. This is R1, and this angle is R2. R1 plus R2. These are the two equations used for a prism. And we have mu, which is sine A plus delta m divided by 2 divided by sine A by 2. This is the equation number 3 that we are going to use. This is the refractive index of the prism. So these three equations we can use. So we are given 79 delta E delta I, E I delta. So from here I can get A. I can get A from here, and that A is here. I can put here an R1 plus R2. For minimum deviation, for this to be minimum deviation is not given, for whatever delta it is there. So obviously I can write that minimum deviation is less than this 40 degree. Now now I write I plus E is A plus delta. From here I is given as, I'll just quickly write those values. I is 35, E is 79, and A plus delta is 40. So from here A equals to, this is 70 and 100, 110 and 4, 114 minus 40, this comes out to be 674. A comes out to be 74. So when you require A by 2, it will be 37. So anyway, these are in degrees. So this is the case. Now A we got 74. I can put this value of A as 74 here. Now because we are interested in mu, in general, if I substitute mu, the mu value is sine of A plus delta m divided by 2 divided by sine of A by 2. This I can put it here. If I little solve this value, then mu equals to this sine A by 2, sine of this A I got as 74 by 2 plus delta m by 2 divided by sine of A by 2 is 37, and we know that sine 37 is 3 by 5. Then this mu comes out to be 5 upon 3 sine of 37 plus delta m divided by 2. This is the value I am getting. So the maximum value of mu, in that case, which of the following is closest to the maximum value of the refractive index? The maximum value of mu depends on, you can see that is it should be 5 by 3, the maximum value. Mu max will be maximum, it will be 5 by 3. So but we are interested, because we are interested in mu is less than this mu maximum. Mu is less than, I will write in the next page, mu is less, will be less than this mu max. It has to be less than that, because we are taking delta m minimum value. So for minimum value, mu will be less, because this is the formula which can give you the value of mu. We cannot get the value of mu by putting 40 there, because that is not the minimum value of delta. So delta minimum, when that is put in the equation, then that will give me mu, that is refractive index. So mu has to be less than mu maximum, and that since I write that since delta minimum is less than 40 degree, it has to be like that. So this has to be less than 40. So from here I can write mu, because that is less than 40, so that number will be less, so mu will be less. So mu has to be less than 5 by 3 sine of a upon 2, that is 37. I got 37 plus that is if I put this is 40, so that divide by 2 is there, if I put 40, for example, 40 by 2 is 20, so it is 57 is if I put that, then that value will be less than this, because this is the minimum value I put there, because mu is less, because if I put that, that is greater than mu. Okay, you got my point? Because if I put the delta value that is given in the question, then that value will be more than the mu that is obtained generally by the expression. Because here this is this expression, but this 20 will be less than this 20, so that number will be less, so this is less than that. You got my point? So that is this is 57, and mu is less than 5 by 3 sine of 57 degrees. Now mu is less than sine 57 degree, and our 57 is how much, and which is obviously less than 5 by 3 sine of 60. In comparison, this will be less than that. In our options we have this number 1.5678, 1 point something. So if I write that values, where is that value? Okay, if I solve this one, only this one, if I have to solve, then this will be 5 by 3 into sine of 57, and sine of 57, this is 37, this is 50, 37, then sine 57. If I go for that, this number will be 53 actually, so I want 57, so I'll just compare with this one, sine 60. If I compare with sine 60 over there, then it is sine 60 is root 3. Now if I substitute that value, this will be 5 divided by root 3 to root 3. This is 5 divided by, this is 1.73, so if you solve that, 1.73 to multiply 6, 3.46. If I divide that, you will get approximately it is 1.44. So mu is less than 1.44. So maximum it can be 1.44. So mu are getting is maximum is this. So the closest value, if I write the closest value, which is more nearer from here, then this is 1.5. The closest value will be 1.5. So this is the value of the glass prism. Determination of effect of the glass prism. So we'll say that this is 1.5. That is the answer to this question. Okay, thank you.